may separation anxiety siya. Kumbaga
Hmm.
hindi puwedeng hindi namin siya naiiwan sa house. So, kapag aalis kami ng husband ko, we need to nag-record na rin ako. So, kapag aalis kami, kailangan namin dalhin siya sa kabilang bahay para
Mhm.
may kasama siyang ibang dogs. Kasi sa'min dito, kami lang ng husband ko ta's si Bagnet. Ta's dapat
Mhm.
kasama ko siya sa iisang room. Parang na-anxious siya
Hmm.
kapag hindi niya ako nakikita sa
Talaga.
room, gano'n. Sobrang clingy niya.
Clingy AF.
Sobra.
Okay.
True.
Sige. I'll just say some spills then dire-diretso na tayo.
Okay, go.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec Cuenca and I'm your host. And before anything else, I would like to greet each and every one of you. Welcome back to the show. If this is your first time, then I hope that you go check out the other amazing episodes because we have a lot of insights that can help you with your life. And if you are an avid listener of the podcast, then welcome back. I hope that you had a great week. I am so happy that you're here because to see you being invested in self improvement, that means a lot, not just for me, but also for yourself and for the people around you. So I'm really excited, and I'm really, really excited for this episode because we have another guest. I know you love guests, guys. And our guest today is an amazing woman. And I just talked to her. I guested actually on her podcast and we just finished the recording and then we took a break and now she's guesting on my podcast on Small Talk and I'm just so excited to talk to her. Our guest for today is our guest for today is the founder and the CEO of Lana PH, an all-natural skincare and zero-waste lifestyle brand that takes care of you and Mom Earth while you slay the world. She's also the founder of Mink PH, Talaala, Wim, and Ambush Clothing. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's also the co-host of the podcast Camp Confidence Radio, a podcast about self-love, success, and confidence. Let us all welcome to the show the mindful entrepreneur Riza Lana Sebastian. Welcome to the show, Riza.
Wow, what an intro. Thank you so much, Alec. I am so kilig to be here. A couple of weeks ago, I was just watching you on TikTok. Ayan, kasi you were highly recommended by Ayin, my co-host sa podcast. And I'm so excited to be here, finally, on Small Talk
Yeah,
with Alec
yeah.
Cuenca.
The pleasure and the honor is all mine. Actually, while I was, because I really wanted to talk to like-minded people. So when
Yeah.
your show came to PNA, I immediately told Nikai, our producer, who's
We
editing
love you,
this,
Nikay.
I told her, Nikai, get me those two. Get those two on the show. Please make it happen. Let them guest on my show. And she was like, okay, do we get them both on one episode? No, I want to talk to them individually. They're so amazing individually. And and I'm just so happy to be here. I'm just so happy that you're here. And learning more about what you do, I am really inspired. Like
No.
seeing all of that, like a lot of people, they achieve success at one thing, but you have been managed to do a lot of things all together and see success from almost all of it. Now, I want to talk about that a little bit. But before that, I really enjoyed the question that you asked me earlier, so I'm gonna ask that again. I'm gonna
Sure.
ask that back to you. If someone came up to you and said, "Okay, who is Rina Lana Sebastian?" How would you introduce yourself?
Ako, as Riza Lana Sebastian, I would wanna be remembered as, again, the mindful entrepreneur na hindi
Mhm.
lang benta-benta, na it's not just about money. It's about having stories. It's about creating solutions to kahit maliit na problema. And then that person who would really want to help people as much as he can, as much as she can, however she can. Ako kasi yun talaga eh, parang very ingrained siya sa akin yung pagtulong. So I help through my businesses, I help through creating content. Yun siguro yung pinaka-passion ko right now. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
it's everything helping other people.
Yeah, I love that,
Ayun.
helping other people. Like that's the reason why I love talking to people like you, because we're just in the same space and we have the same intention. And it's not really about the numbers and all that, but it's about us helping other people. And I just want to touch on, because you said that you want to be remembered as a mindful entrepreneur. So what is this concept behind being a mindful entrepreneur? Where did you, or how did you learn this concept, and how do you apply it in your daily life?
Ako kasi mindfulness is very important to me, personally and professionally. Kasi for
Mm-hmm.
me, personally, I really always wanna be grounded. I cannot live without meditation and journaling kasi I always want
Mm-hmm.
to reflect about life. I always want to be at a grateful, alam mo yun, grateful space every day.
Yeah.
So, that's what I do. I take time to pause kahit mga 10 to 15 minutes a day lang yan. Instead of me scrolling through social media, I just carve out time for those to pause and reflect. And ako kasi, yun nga, parang dati, yung notion ko about entrepreneurship is that, pera-pera lang yan, mga
Uh-huh.
kapitalista, mga ganon. And parang may thin line of me being in business na parang yung fear ko nun was matatag ako as kapitalista or pera-pera lang yan,
Mm.
ganon. But I don't wanna be like that. Kaya, yun nga, very mindful ako. Yun, talagang pinag-iisipan namin lahat ng mga produktong nilalabas namin. Kasi ako, I also practice semi-minimalism na kung hindi
Mm-hmm.
naman siya importante sa buhay, I declutter. I take it away.
Mm.
So, ayoko ring magkaroon ng gano'n ng burden sa end consumers na, it's so much, ang daming produkto, ano bang kailangan ko dito? Parang ayokong maging ganun yung space ko as an entrepreneur. So, we are really mindful of the things that we produce. We are really mindful with the products we put out in the market. Kasi, yun nga, ayoko din ng ganun na clutter sa buhay. So, kaya siguro parang minesh ko na yung mindfulness personally and me as an entrepreneur professionally. So, mindful entrepreneurship. Ganon.
Yeah, I love that. And probably why I love it so much is because a lot of people, they think like when you're an entrepreneur, you gotta hustle, grind 24/7. Yung mga talagang, alam mo yung mga matatapang na talagang, ang tawag dito, yung mga ganong klaseng
Stiff, mga
personality,
ganon.
like stiff, na seryoso, ganyan. But also, pwede pa lang, you can approach it from a point of kindness, of a point of, being mindful, applying the concepts about self-love and all that. And hindi lang din like alam mo yun. And also what you're doing is like you're inspiring a new breed of entrepreneurs na hindi pala pwedeng hindi pala pang corpo lang to ng mga sharks, ganyan. You can be just
Yeah.
a, a, a goose, or a small fish in the pond, and you can still make an impact. And that's what you're
Yes.
doing with your brand. But before we talk more about your brand, I want to know how, like, before you started your first ever business, who was Riza, and how did she came up to this idea or this notion that, no, I have to make a business.
Ayun. Ako kasi, I was a very shy person. Ako naman, I'm a functioning introvert. I mean, I really like talking to people, but I need to regress for 2 days. Ganun. Kailangan ko magpahinga, kailangan ko mag-recharge, ganun. So before, the old Riza is a very career-oriented person. So I really wanted to be, going up the career ladder. Iniisip ko na ang goal ko noon was to retire as a general manager of a huge hotel chain. Kasi I was a hotelier for 5 years eh. Yun talaga yung career ko before. So I graduated 17 and then I started working 18 years old. I started being a
Wow.
gym receptionist gym receptionist ako noon. I was a baby. So I was a gym receptionist and then I moved on to customer care, I moved to guest relations and then sales. Tapos I was 24. I was contemplating life. I was
Mm-hmm.
contemplating life and then na-realize ko, well actually hindi ako yung nagpa-realize sa sarili ko eh. Yung boyfriend ko, ex-boyfriend, now my husband. Parang ang dami ko rin kasi very raketera ako.
Mm-hmm.
Lahat ng racket, pwedeng racket, sige go. Lahat ng pagkakakitaan, go. So yung husband ko, parang sabi niya, Riz, you have an entrepreneurial spirit. Kasi siya talaga yung ano eh, mas businessman talaga siya. Siya yung mas
Mm-hmm.
logical, siya yung very business-oriented. Tapos parang sabi niya, bakit hindi na lang tayo gumawa ng business na sa atin na talaga? Alam mo yon yung parang kung mag-effort ka, lahat ng mga creativity mo, pwede mo nang ma-pour dito. Tapos parang sabi ko, I think pwede nga, no? Why not do it? Why not try? So, we built this, yung first business naming dalawa is called Wim Manila. It's a
Wow.
customizable phone case brand. So, nung hindi pa uso yung mga print-on-demand phone cases,
Mm-hmm.
dinala na namin siya dito sa Philippines. Kasi wala pang gumagawa nun dito eh. Sabi ko, sige nga, idalhin natin siya dito. Tapos, ayun na, nagtuloy-tuloy na. It was never a walk in the park. Ang daming mga hassle, ang daming mga scams namin na naranasan. And we were actually forced to be entrepreneurs. Kasi nung time na yun, while we were doing entrepreneurship, marami din kaming mga side hustles na tinry i-build pero nag-fail kami. Parang it
Mm.
was scam after scam after scam. So, nakwento ko na to sa dati pero parang we were 5 million in debt. We were
Whoa.
5 million in debt and it was a dark time. It was a dark season in our lives. So basically, we were forced to be entrepreneurs. Kasi paano nga
Mm-hmm.
naman namin mababayaran yung 5 million naming utang kung magiging employed kami? Sige na, fine. If someone will pay us 500,000 pesos a month, kailan pa namin mababayaran yung 5 million? And who in their right minds would pay a baby, a 24-year-old girl, 500,000 pesos a month? So wala, talagang we were pushed to the limits na hindi. Ang solusyon natin dito is to be entrepreneurs. So yun yung ginawa namin ni Josh. Josh yung husband ko. Yun. So, yun, dun kami na-push and then buti na lang, I think ito rin yung dito kami gustong dalhin ni Lord. Kasi at least ngayon
Mm-hmm.
marami kaming natutulungan, ganyan. So, it was a tough road. It was a very tough road. Ang daming times na nanginginig ako, na talagang naka-fetal position kaming mag-asawa matulog. Alam mo yun, grabe yung anxiety namin na parang, di ko alam kung paano natin to gagawin, pero let's still do it. So, ganon.
Uh, yeah, I actually got goosebumps na hindi ko pa naririnig yung buong storya.
Nung
But,
kwento na to.
pero knowing that, knowing that you did something out of necessity, I think that's what a lot of people, don't get about success. Na sometimes success, if it's your only option, you will be successful. Like we try to
Totoo.
we try to complicate things, pero if wala kang choice, kung hindi magiging
Totoo.
successful ka. And ayun yung nangyari sa'yo. And it just lights up this fire inside of me because I am well, I consider myself as an entrepreneur and no, medyo self-employed pa ako ngayon dahil pero it's I'm leaning towards that. So I'm trying to learn from these entrepreneurs kung paano ba kayo nagsimula? Ano ba yung nagsimula? And that's just an amazing approach. Like if you say na no, we were pushed because we had to.
We had
And
to.
and alam mo yun na parang wala kahit naman ayaw namin, kailangan namin gawin. And that
Oo,
just
it was
shows
a matter of survival talaga sa aming dalawa.
and 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 yeah, parang pag ganun kasi your level of commitment becomes deeper. Hindi lang siya I'll try, hindi lang siya I'll do my best. No, I must do
I
this.
must.
Ganun siya. I must.
Totoo.
So thank you so much for sharing that. But you also mentioned that you were 5 million in debt. Now, there was that grit, there was that perseverance, there was that necessity that you had to overcome. But what are some other factors that helped you, or what was the thought process going through that? Like 5 million in debt. How are you able
Mm.
to, like process? And you said you were very mindful, and I know for a fact that mindful people are overthinkers as well. Dumadating
Yeah.
sa point na overthinkers. So what was going through your mind? How
Oh
did
my
you get through
gosh,
that?
grabe talaga. As in, ang dami kong iniisip kasi sabi ko, kailangan kong mabayaran yung utang namin nang hindi kami nanloloko ng tao, nang hindi kami, alam mo yun, pera-pera lang. But alam mo yun, it was so tempting to create a business na mabilisan. But sabi ko hindi kaya ng integrity ko 'to, hindi kaya ng puso ko 'to kasi hindi ako ganong tao in the first place. Tsaka if I do that, wala nang magtitiwala sa akin in the long run and I don't want that for my life. So ngayon, ang ginawa naming mag-asawa, talagang we did everything to do para mabayaran yung utang na yun. So what we did was yun nga yung husband ko nagtayo ng logistics company and then yung logistics company na yun, guess what? Ang pera lang namin doon is pangrehistro. Yun lang. And then we loaned everything from people. Yun siguro, marami, nakakataba din ng puso na maraming nagtiwala sa amin noon. Na sige, alam mo yun, dalawang bata nanghihingi ng pera para magtayo ng logistics company. Yun nga, pinahiram nila kami. And then I started creating Lana PH. Lana PH is our second baby after Manila. So parang sabi namin, sige, I think ito na yung sagot sa kahirapan. But lo and behold, for Lana PH, tinayo namin yon 2017.
Uh-huh.
Tapos, masaya na kami nun kung break-even ang Lana.
Mhm.
Madalas lugi. So, tiniis namin yon for 2 years. Sabay namin binibuild yon yung logistics company ni Josh tsaka yung Lana PH. Yung logistics company naman, parang kasi we're connected with this big brand, pero nabayaran nila kami parang after 4 months pa. So, yung 4 months na payroll,
Mm.
yung pambayad sa empleyado, lahat yun hiniram pa namin. So, parang sabi namin, shucks, paano tayo makakabayad ng utang kung dinadagdagan pa natin yung utang namin? But the thought process there was, if we don't risk, if we don't parang ask for more money, walang babalik na pera sa amin eh. Kung
Mhm.
nilugmok lang namin yung sarili namin, oh my gosh, 5M, rumakat-rakat na lang tayo ng small time dyan. So, with the big, alam mo yun, malaki kasi yung pera na nakataya. So, kailangan din naming tumaya ng mas malaki para ma-balance. Yun yung thought process namin.
Oh.
So, if we don't think big, how will we even pay this loan? So parang sige na nga, kasi kaming dalawa very risk takers kami as business owners. So go lang ng go, bahala na. Total kaming dalawa lang naman kung wala pa naman kaming anak. So sige, go, risk lang ng risk. So yun yung nangyari. Parang very, lang kami. We were always in our uncomfortable state. Yun talaga. Parang laging nakakakaba yung buhay na tipong, shocks, gagana kaya to? Shocks, ito na kaya ang sagot sa kahirapan? Pero yun nga, fortunately, yung logistics company, nag-soar siya. Tapos yung Lana PH, nag-soar siya Q4 of 2019 pa. I vividly remember January 1st of 2019, I was shaking. New Year. I was shivering. Alam mo yung parang nakaganon ka na lang sa knees mo. Dahil, oh my gosh, anong gagawin ko? Alam mo yung, alam mo yung meme na gumaganon lang siya.
Si SpongeBob.
Ah, yeah. Umiiyak ako yakap ko yung dog ko, umiiyak ako. Sabi ko sa husband ko na, oh my gosh, I cannot let go of Lana PH. Kasi very baby ko talaga siya. Tapos sabi ni Josh, but Riz, we have to be logical. We are entrepreneurs. We are business people. Hindi na talaga to mag-work. So sige, bigyan natin ng ultimatum yung Lana PH, if this doesn't fly by the end of 2019, sorry, but we have to cut it out. Tapos parang sabi ko, hindi pwede, hindi pwede. Kailangang mag-work ito. So again, I was pushed to my limits na I cannot let go of this kasi baby ko tong Lana PH. And then, buti na lang, Q4 of 2019, umokay siya. Nag-soar talaga yung Lana PH. And I'm happy. I'm happy I did not let go. Ay, nako. Ang dami kong hanash. Ang dami kong
But
sinabi.
medyo alam mo yung I'm on the edge. Like medyo kinakabahan ako sa
Oo.
story na, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Mm.
But hearing your
Grabe.
story, I'm just so happy to hear it because as a dreamer myself, I've seen concepts, I've seen ideas, I've seen the steps to success. Like, read from books, hear it from other people's story, and na hindi mo kilala na mga namatay na rin, mga
Mm.
history.
Yeah.
But hearing it from you, and you did what the other people are telling about success. Na if you have a definite purpose, you know exactly what you want. You want Lana PH to succeed, and then you have a plan, and then that plan is bounded by time. Merong deadline, may ultimatum, and then you had this burning desire. No, I gotta make this work. I gotta make this work. And somehow the universe and God, helped you
Totoo.
achieve your success. That's just amazing. That's just amazing. For someone who aspires, who alam na, okay, like that's gonna be tough, regardless of what path I'm gonna be in, that's gonna be tough. But if I just follow those three things, it will eventually work out in the best way that it could. And thank you so much for sharing that.
Totoo.
I'm really inspired
My
right now.
pleasure. Ano
Okay.
siya, talagang tiis ganda levels of entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
gano'n siya.
Okay, but I wanna also touch on, because as a lot of people, sabihin nila na, okay, that's kinda like a pessimistic approach yung sinabi nung boyfriend mo, ex-boyfriend mo na asawa mo ngayon, na no, we
Mhm.
gotta give it up. We're entrepreneurs. Parang ikaw medyo crushing eh. Crushing yung spirit sa
Mhm.
spirit yun eh. But I felt like that was necessary for to have an ultimatum, more importantly, but more importantly to put more pressure on
Yeah.
the business to succeed. And so
Mhm.
what do you think is the importance or the role of your husband in your success, regardless if it's like
Mhm.
the standard or conformist or non-conformist ways?
Yeah, ako very blessed talaga ako with my husband kasi he's always been very supportive of the things that I wanna do. And sometimes, minsan, kasi siya yung very logical sa aming dalawa. Ako yung maraming feelings, ako yung emotional, ako yung creative. Siya naman yung business side, logical side of things. Na madalas nagka-clash kami. Ito talaga, ang pinag-aawayan namin is business, entrepreneurship. Yun lang madalas yung pinag-aawayan namin. Wala kaming mga selos-selos, walang mga ganon. But, yun nga, kasi siya, very logical, I am so emotional. But, yun nga, it's very important for my success kasi without the someone na realist, kasi I'm an optimist eh. I've always been dreams and
Yeah,
aspirations
me too.
and
Yep.
manifestations. And he's the one who's pulling me back on the ground na not putting me down naman. He's always been very supportive.
Mm.
Nilalatag lang niya sa akin yung mga facts. Lagi niyang nilalatag yung mga facts. And that's what I actually appreciate about him. Kasi, kumbaga, I'm getting pulled back to reality na eto na
Yeah.
ako ngayon, how can I improve? How can I improve on this? Like for example, with content creation, dati takot na takot ako to be in front of the camera. I'm
Mhm.
super duper awkward. I don't create vlogs just because I'm scared. Pero siya talaga yung always na gentle nudge. Lagi siyang gentle nudge na Riz, kaya-kaya mo naman mag-content creation eh. You just have to go sa camera, practice ka lang kahit hindi mo ipo-post, gano'n. Gano'n siya lagi, parang lagi niya akong
Mm.
pinu-push to my limits in a good way, na
Mm.
feeling ko din isa 'yun sa factors of my success because I've always been the shy type of girl. I've always been the, kaya ko pa talaga or the, gusto ko niyan pero hindi ko ata kaya. Pero siya yung laging, "Hindi, kaya mo 'yan, ano ka ba? Practice ka lang, ganyan. What else can you lose?" Yun yung lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin na, "What
Mm.
else can you lose? Okay, if you don't do vlogging, What else can you lose? Kapag hindi nagustuhan ng tao yung vlog mo, eh ano naman, gawa ka ulit. Ganon. So, gusto ko yung ganon na merong realist in my life na parang lagi siyang facts only, gano'n. Na,
Mhm.
kapag nandun ako sa dreamland ko na, "Oh, everything's gonna be okay." Andito siya na, "Oh, these are the facts." Kasi minsan when kapag nasobrahan naman ako ng self-love and self-help and parang alam mo yun, bini-baby ko yung sarili ko na I'm not pushing myself to the limit, parang alam mo yun, bumabagal yung progress. Hindi naman sa masama yun, pero it's also good that someone can nudge you in your back
Ah,
na,
yeah.
hey, you're falling back kasi ito yung goal mo. Ganon. So if you wanna do this particular goal, eto yung mga facts na meron ka ngayon, I wanna help you go there. Ganon.
Yeah.
So,
I
yun siguro yung na-appreciate ko din talaga sa kanya. Ayun.
I love that so much. Na as a dreamer myself, 'di ba? Parang alam natin yan yung tendency natin to like dream far
Mm.
and stay in that vision, pero at the same time hindi natin napapansin na medyo hindi nakakasabay yung katawan natin, yung actions natin sa
Totoo.
mga gusto nating i-manifest. And
Mm.
I totally agree with you. Like it's really important to have someone will just nudge you in the right direction. Okay, here are the facts. This is your direction. Right turn. Alam mo yun na okay, parang ano siya,
Totoo.
siya si Waze, ganyan. Alam mo kung saan gusto
Yes.
pumunta. Pero eto, sige, hilahin kita, hindi pa baba, pero sa reality. And sige, from
Yes.
point A to point B, paano magagawa. And I love that so much. And I think
Mm.
that's huge reason for your success as well. And
Yes, definitely.
well, yeah. So I wanna talk about now is for people who are starting, as you shared your story, you know, and as you shared your trials as well, do you have any more advice to the people who wants to start in their journey of entrepreneurship?
Ako, definitely, it's all about letting go of perfectionism. Yun talaga. Doon talaga ako nasa-stump madalas. Ako, I can really relate to that because I am a self-confessed perfectionist way, way back.
Mm.
When I was starting Lana PH, I would really overthink a font sa website. I would really overthink the color of my background sa website. Na
Mhm.
parang, ano na, 2 weeks, 3 weeks na kung hindi umuusad dahil lang hindi ako makapili ng font. Ganon. So, I mean, it's not bad to think about those, but sometimes it's analysis paralysis. Na tipong analyze ka na ng analyze, sobrang dami mo nang iniisip, tapos wala ka nang nagawa. Ganon. Na parang, yes, you are setting goals, pero wala ka namang ginagawa little steps towards those goals. It might not be perfect, it might not be ideal, but you just have to put your feet and parang in the water para lang to test and to see kung ano yung pwede mong magawa. Kasi I always say na iteration is key. So there
Mm.
is no perfect launch, there is no perfect product, but you
Wow.
just
Okay.
have to click on that publish button, you just have to give that pitch, that business pitch to your investor. And then if it doesn't work, what else can you lose? 'Di ba? You iterate. Hindi ka naman, if you're failing naman, if, sabi ka ni Albert Einstein, di ba, when you fail, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So, kapag nagkamali ka, it's not zero. No, alam mo na kung paano hindi maulit to the next time. So when you are trying to launch, you just have to go for it even if it's half-baked. Ito medyo ano to medyo hindi naman frowned upon. Parang hindi ganito yung advice ng iba na dapat, market
Yeah.
research, ganyan. Ako, minsan, syempre, you do market research, pero minsan kasi you won't test a product, you won't be able to test a product kung hindi mo pa talaga siya pinapublish. Paano makikita ng audience mo yung content mo kung hindi mo pa naman pinapublish? Kasi minsan ay madalas, ino-overthink natin na, oh my gosh, this TikTok 1-minute video should be perfect para sa
Yeah.
analytics, para sa views, para sa likes.
Yeah.
But yun nga eh, maraming mga budding entrepreneurs and budding content creators ang stumped dahil natatakot sila. Dahil feeling nila hindi pa to perfect. So sa akin talaga, let go of your perfectionism. Just hit on that publish button. Tanggalin nyo na sa drafts yung mga yung mga videos nyo please at i-publish nyo na on TikTok. And the world needs you. Sabi mo nga kanina, your content matters. 'Di ba? So, ayun. You won't
Wow.
know kung sino yung matutulungan mo in the long run. Especially if you are creating a product. Ayan, who would have known that intimate care, kasi meron akong business na Ming PH, it addresses intimate
Mhm.
care sa intimate care areas ng mga babae. So, who would have known that a Filipino product would be able to do that? Nakakatakot siya nung una before namin i-launch kasi, oh my gosh, bakit walang gumagawa ng intimate care dito sa Philippines? Dahil ba hindi talaga
Mm.
mag-work sa market? But I know it in my gut na baka mag-work. So, nag-work naman siya. Kung hindi ko siya ni-launch, paano ko malalaman na mag-work siya? You will never know if you'll never try, di ba? Sabi nga nila.
I mean, that was really, really good. I mean, I got a lot of points from you. And one thing that I really love about what you said is iteration is key. That's that's mind blowing. It's a simple fact, it's a simple statement, but when people learn to realize that, because that's been my thesis, like
Mhm.
I didn't really give a damn about whether if this is perfect. As pag meron akong idea, I'll post it, because you'll be able to learn faster and quicker when you see the mistakes that you did before. Pag nakita mo na, okay, like
Exactly.
this is cringy. Okay, we'll do better next time. We'll do better. Unlike if you're trying to make it perfect, and then paglabas mo, marami pa rin pala. Doon mo lang makikita yung mga mali. Pag
Sayang
nilabas mo, pag
energy.
na-publish. Di ba? So, mas madali, mas madali. Kaya, alam mo yun, kakapalan mo lang talaga yung mukha mo sa simula. And
Totoo.
and I just love that really not so comforting but liberating advice. What do you have to lose? Like
Mhm.
that, you always say that to yourself. Parang that's a pat on your back. Na just do it. Like no, what
Yeah.
do you have to lose? Like seriously, what do you have to lose? Pagtatawanan ka,
Totoo.
pag-uusapan ka,
Eh, ano
so
naman?
what? So what?
Right.
It's just an amazing, and I'm so happy about you being able to help other people as well. Not just yung sa initial plan mo na okay, build a business, help other people, help employees, but now you're helping Filipinas, discover their beauty inside of them and try to yung ano mo yun na take care of themselves, give themselves self-love and through your products. And now you have a lot of different businesses that you handle. And so my next question is, how are you able to manage efficiently the businesses that you have, because you are a serial entrepreneur? How do you because a lot of people, just for example like me, if I want to start something, like starting with one thing is already hard, but you able to juggle all these balls. How do you do it?
Ako, definitely, I would give credit to my team. Yun talaga. I am
Mm-hmm.
blessed with an amazing team. And this is the reason why I can do everything at the same time. Kasi I have an amazing team with me na lagi ko tong sinasabi na it's not me, it's them, it's us. It's our
Mm.
team that made this happen. Kasi ako, definitely for Lana PH, kaming dalawa yun ni Josh. Pero with Mink, I have a team with me. With Talaala, with Wim, with Ambush, I have an entire team with me. I have 81 amazing people who works with me and makes everything happen. So, if right now you are thinking na, oh my gosh, 5 brands, paano ko ba gagawin yan ng sabay-sabay? The answer there is that I don't do everything. I delegate. alam mo yun, I trust my team to do this. Kumbaga, yung level of decision making ng team ko is like I'm duplicating myself. Hindi na sila nagpapa-approve sa akin madalas. I have a team or a brand manager who does that for me. So, hindi na siya nasa loob ng utak ko lahat. Makikita ko na lang yung social media post, nakapost na. Kasi I was able to
Mhm.
build the foundation kung ano yung mga gusto at hindi ko gusto in a business. So sila, kumbaga may
Mm.
framework na sila. That's the reason why I can do everything. I have time to do podcasts. I have time to do speaking engagements. I can still have time to shoot videos. Yun, kasi yun nga, I have an amazing team behind me and balang araw, if you're listening right now or if you're watching right now, you'll get there. Mahirap lang talaga sa umpisa. You'll bootstrap everything when you start your very first business, baby. And oftentimes, it will fail, by the way. Uh, Yun lang talaga, relentlessness. Dapat mahal mo yung trabaho mo. Yan. Sabi ko, lagi ko tong sinasabi na mahirap, maraming mahirap sa buhay. Pero you have the capacity to choose what kind of hard you are able to overcome. Like for me, it's entrepreneurship. Mahirap maging businesswoman. Mahirap maging entrepreneur. Mahirap maging mindful entrepreneur. Pero yun yung hirap na I'm always willing to take every single day of my life. Na kahit mag-retire ako, feeling ko nga talaga, hindi rin ako magre-retire completely kasi I really love working. I really love doing what I do. So I think yun talaga, kung ano yung hirap na pipiliin mo para sa buong buhay mo. We all have different crosses to, alam mo yun, tubuhan ba yun? Carry.
Very.
Nakalimutan yung English ng buhat.
Ng buhay.
Ayun.
Yeah,
Ayun. So,
I love that. Like choosing your heart is very, very
mm,
important.
mm,
Another thing that siguro parehas tayo kaya sobrang nag-enjoy ako sa usapan natin kasi medyo similar tayo ng mindset pagdating diyan. Like right now, I'm doing the things that I love doing and parang even pag 50 na ako or 60 na ako, I don't want to stop doing this. Like if I could earn a living like giving talks or helping people, giving consultations or coaching people or training them or helping teams and businesses build systems and a culture like that's something that is so fulfilling na hindi ko feeling ko hanggat kaya maglakad gagawin ko and I could see the same with
totoo.
you and it's just really
Totoo.
exciting na okay hindi pala ito pangarap lang pwede rin pala mangyari to and nakikita ko siya sa so thank you so much for that. Another thing that I want to share is that you mentioned the word relentless and I have a banner word for this year. And like the banner word is like the word of the year. And for me,
Yeah.
that's it. And actually,
Wow.
yeah. And actually, I'm gonna release this on my birthday, August 7th. So if you guys are listening to this one, I'll be releasing a merchandise, a T-shirt na
Wow.
nakasulat relentless. So that's why when you said this, like
Congratulations.
what? Like parehas kami ng naisip ni okay. That was so fun. Anyway, thank you so much. But okay, pipigain na kita habang nandito ka pa. I'm so
Yes.
excited. I'm so ecstatic right now, and I just I hope I could talk to you more or soon or collaborate with you,
Yes.
and hopefully I could try some of your products because I'm looking into skincare products na rin. So parang sige tingnan
Love
natin
it.
kung ano mga
Sige,
pwedeng gawin
G.
diyan. Pero one thing that I want to ask for you because I saw that you gave a talk about being a millionaire to Sun
Mhm.
Life. So, what do you think are the habits, or so can you share some pitfalls that people need to avoid if they want to become a millionaire? And what are the habits that they need to integrate if they want to become a millionaire?
Ako definitely that's number one, relentlessness. Na
Mm-hmm.
kahit mahirap ang buhay, kahit maraming pitfalls, kahit maraming feeling mo I failed, it's all about accepting na you are a work in progress, na okay lang.
Mm-hmm.
Si Albert Einstein nga, ang dami niyang failures before niya ma-reach itong success na to. And ano, the thought na parang, okay, if I am in a movie, ang boring naman kung success agad, 'di ba? So syempre yung bida pahihirapan muna, alam mo 'yun, ito torture muna. And that's my thought process na even if even if nahihirapan ako sa ngayon, even if I'm experiencing a dip, feeling mo kapag down na down ka na, there's no way but up. So, just keep on going, stay relentless, na kahit anong iba to sa'yo ng mundo, meron pang bukas, you have the power. You have the power to choose your decisions. You have the power to choose your habits. Ayan. Very, very important then to have your own habits. Ako, reading talaga. Reading, meditation, and journaling. Siyempre, iba rin ang pwede mong, hindi naman porke gumagana sa akin ay gagana na rin sa inyo. There's no cookie cutter to success, friends.
Mhm.
And by the way, you have to define your own success. Hindi
Mhm.
mo pwedeng, alam mo yun, kasi if ang success sa'yo is being in a farm by yourself and with your family, if that's success for you, hindi mo pwedeng, kumbaga parang walang ibang pwedeng magsabi sa'yo na, ay hindi, dapat sa mansion ka in a city. Eh ano bang pakinila? Yun yung definition ko of my success eh. So, don't ever let your parents, your friends, your social media define your own success. Ayan. But in terms of being a millionaire, parang sobrang gulo-gulo ng utak ko eh, no? Pero in terms of being a millionaire, definitely discipline and relentlessness talaga. Na it will be hard. It will be hard, I tell you. Up until now, I still experience so much hardships. I still experience iba-iba eh. Kapag iba-ibang level, 'di ba sa game usually, iba-ibang level, pahirap ng pahirap. Pag pataas ng
Mhm. Yeah.
pataas, pahirap na ng pahirap ang challenges. Ganon din, honestly, in entrepreneurship. Yan. And money is just a tool. It's not everything.
Mm.
Kasi minsan ang pangarap ng tao, gusto ko maging milyonaryo. But anong klaseng milyonaryo ka ba? Ganon. So, how are you using your money? Are you giving experiences? Are you being mindful of how you consume your money? Are you helping other people through your money? Is that clean money? Ganon. So, yun yung mga, 'di ba? Kala kasi ng tao, pera-pera lang talaga. But money isn't everything. It's your relationships. It's how you use your money for experiences towards other people. Ganon.
Ang ganda, Lisa. Thank you so much. I love that so much. I am speechless right now. I'm so happy that you guessed it here, and I know that
My pleasure.
if people are just going to listen and to absorb all the things that you've said, they would not only see success but also see fulfillment and happiness in life. So thank you so much. But I want to share some of the greatest points that I've got from the things that you said. Hindi ko nasabi to kanina, but you said like if we have a big problem, then we need to take bigger risk. And I totally agree. If you have a big problem, then you need to be bigger in order to solve the big problem that you have. You need to think bigger solutions because you will never solve the
Yes.
problem if you have the same level of thinking that you created it. And another is I love what you said about the main character energy. I use this phrase like the main character energy every single
Yeah.
time something bad happens. Oh, that's gonna make my story better. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, bring it
Thanks
on.
for the plot.
Okay, thanks for thanks for the drama. I needed that. Kasi alam mo yun, mas maganda yun. Alam mo yung this quote yung sa sea, something like storms, not a good but a good sailor is never born in an easy storm, something like that, or a calm storm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I love that. Romanticize your life. Think of yourself as
Mm-mm.
the actor or the actress in your movie. And every single time you get punched down, you don't just say, "Now, okay, this is gonna make my story better." I love that so much. Thank you so much for sharing that.
True.
And
Uh-huh.
also lastly, I want to say thank you for sharing that money is just a tool. And I'm glad na nasingit na habol mo pa siya sa dulo because I think it's very, very important. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
here in small talk, we talk about success, we talk about being being confident, manifesting your dreams. But what is it for? What is the major purpose behind that? And more importantly, did you get it the right way? And if you guys love this episode, you probably know now you can get the money, you can get the life that you want by doing it the right way.
Manifest
Now,
that.
I think the story name is Riza
Yes.
Lana Sebastian. So thank you. Manifest that.
Thank
Thank you so much,
you.
Riza. But before I let you go, I have this small segment here on Small Talk. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Five Questions. So here is five questions with Riza, Lana, Sebastian. And in these five questions, I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to answer with one word,
Oh my
one
gosh. Okay.
phrase, or one sentence without explanation.
Okay, push.
Ayin, yeah, I love that. No, my other
Kinakabahan ako.
guest pala, si
Okay.
Yen, ang kulit niya. Explain siya ng explain. Sabi ko, bawal ka nga mag-explain, di ba?
Bawal sige.
Anyway,
Si Yani. Yani Moya.
okay. Yeah. Ang dal-dal ni Yani rin eh.
I love
Okay.
her.
So, yeah, I love her so much. Same energy, same vibe. So, okay, first question is what is happiness?
Peace of mind.
I love that. Thank you so much. Second question, what is success?
What is success? Happiness for me. Happiness talaga.
Yes, yes, yes. Third question, what is the best advice that you have ever received?
Best advice that I would ever receive. Kebs to the world by my mom.
Hmm? Ano
Kebs to
yan?
the
Ano?
world.
Kebs?
Kebs, like a bear to the world. Like whatever you're
Okay.
doing, ano naman? If people don't like it,
Okay.
ano naman?
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. That's amazing. Okay. Fourth question. Now, what is the worst advice you have ever received?
The worst advice I have, buy that bag because you deserve it.
Okay. Last question. And you kind of answered it earlier. But what do you want your legacy to be known for?
To be that person who helps as much as she can, however she can.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Riza. If they love this episode, they want to learn more about you, where can they find you online?
Oh, you can find me online. I am at Rizalana over on Instagram and on YouTube. I am also at Rizalana on TikTok. Sisipagan ko na dahil sabi ni Alec at ni Ayin kanina, I need to be on TikTok. So,
Yeah,
watch out for me over there. Thanks again so much, friends. I am also on Camp Confidence Radio,
yes,
by the
you are.
way.
Yeah, and if you like this episode, if you like this podcast, if you like anything that I do, go check out Ayin and Riza's podcast, Camp Confidence Radio, also under Podcast Network Asia. And again, Riza, thank you so much. I enjoyed this. I hope I can talk to you again
My
very, very
pleasure.
soon. But yeah, if you like this, but yeah, if you like this podcast, then go ahead and share this on your Instagram. Do not forget to tag me at Small Talk Podcast and at Riza Sebastian. Am I right? Riza
Rizalana
Lana.
on
Okay,
Instagram.
Riza
Yeah.
Lana at
Yeah.
Riza Lana on Instagram. And yeah, if you are listening from Apple Podcasts, do not forget to leave this podcast a rating and review because it helps the podcast a lot. And so again, thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Talk to you guys next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.